welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have the most delicious, easy recipe for you. We are making this incredibly delicious and decadent cinnamon coffee cake, and we are not making it in the oven. Oh no, we are making it right in the slow cooker, and it only takes a couple of hours. All right, if you're new here, I'm Claire. Welcome. Come on in, make yourselves comfortable. I love this type of content. I love a rice cooker. I love my slow cooker, my air fryer, any type of appliance that makes life easier, I'm all about it. So if you like that type of stuff too, be sure to subscribe. Now this recipe is not new for me. I discovered this recipe for the coffee cake that's made in the slow cooker, I think in like 2018 or 19. I've been doing this one for a really long time. I will leave the original link to the recipe online that I found all those years ago down below for you to check out, just so that you can have all the proportions if you want to make this yourself. It only takes a couple hours. The ingredients are really simple, and I do want to reiterate that even though it's a coffee cake, there's no coffee in the cake. It's a coffee cake in the way you'd have like a tea cake. It's meant to be enjoyed with coffee. It can be enjoyed with coffee. It will be in my house because I really enjoy coffee. This is a really tasty cinnamon cake recipe, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, for the cake part, you're going to need flour, sugar, milk, salt, butter, vanilla, baking powder, and the recipe calls for 1 egg. I'm using quail eggs because that's something I have around because I raise quail. But you can just use 1 chicken egg. Just pretend that's a chicken egg. All right, just like with any cake, we're gonna start with flour, and we need 2 cups. Next, we're going to add our sugar. This is going to be 3/4 of a cup. Now, it is worth noting, this is not a low sugar or low fat cake. This is a delicious cake. So it's full of those things. Next, we're gonna throw in 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt, which I'm gonna eyeball. I'm gonna go ahead and just whisk our dry ingredients together. Next, I have 1/2 cup of butter, or 1 stick. This is salted butter because I don't believe in unsalted butter, no matter what. And this is pretty cold. It was in the fridge, and we're gonna cut the butter in. So almost like you do on like a pie crust, or if you're doing like a pastry, you're gonna do it like that. Which I think is kind of fun because it's kind of a departure for like a traditional cake, because this is not a traditional cake, guys. This is an unconventional cake. And basically the goal here is to make this powder feel more like a crumble. And you just wanna be sure that you're not getting too handsy with it, that the butter melts. You kind of take a chunk of the powdery bit, put a chunk of the butter in it, and then smash it up till the butter goes in little pebbly bits. All right, after just a couple of minutes, it's pretty, I don't know, like sandy. It's almost like sand. There's no butter chunks bigger than the size of a pea. Everything looks good. I need to wash my hands. All right, next we're gonna do the egg and the milk, and we've got sort of an interesting method here for adding these. What you're gonna do is you're gonna crack your egg, or in my case, eggs, into a measuring cup, and we want to then add the milk to the measuring cup to lead it up to 1 cup total. So it's like about 1 egg plus about 3/4 of a cup of milk, but you want the total of the both to be 1 cup. Gonna fill it on up to that 1 cup mark. And we're also gonna add the vanilla extract at this time. You need about a teaspoon, but I measure vanilla with my heart. I am gonna go ahead and break up these eggs just a little before we pour it in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into our flour mixture, and we're just gonna mix it just enough so that it's all combined and we don't have any big like floury lumps. You don't wanna overmix it. We are not trying to develop a bunch of gluten here. We don't want a chewy cake. We want a soft, spongy cake. Now we're gonna set this aside. All right, before we throw our cake in the crock pot, we're gonna go ahead and make our streusel topping. We're going to need flour, sugar, butter, and cinnamon to make that happen. So for the streusel, we're going to do 1/4 cup of flour. We've also got 2/3 cup of sugar. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, but I like to do a nice heaping teaspoon because I really like cinnamon. Okay, a little more, a little pinch more. Now we're gonna cut in 1/4 cup of butter or 1/2 stick, and basically we're gonna do what we did with the cake mix. Same sort of idea, cutting that butter in. I do find that when you're doing a streusel topping, it's way easier to cut the butter in because like there's more sugar rather than flour. And the sugar is like coarse enough that it really breaks up like a lot more easily and quickly. It's just like more abrasive. And again, we don't want any chunks larger than about a pea size. All right, now as far as slow cookers go, you're gonna want one that's at least 5 quarts or larger. Mine is just like a classic round crock pot, but you could do it in like the kind that are like more square or like an oval. Like the shape isn't that important. You just want it to give it at least enough space so that the cake can rise and whatnot. You're also going to be needing parchment paper. So we don't need any cooking spray today. We are lining our crock pot with the parchment. All right, there we go. And now we're going to put in our batter. Even it out the best that you can. It's not gonna be perfect. This does really look like a bakery style, more like, I don't know, farmer's market, rustic cake vibe. Now the last thing we need to do is just put our streusel on top. And just spread that in a nice even layer. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on high. And this is going to take around 2 hours, up to 2.5. It really just depends on your slow cooker, if it runs hot or whatnot. So we're gonna start with 2 hours and then we're gonna check it. All right, it's been 2 hours, so we're gonna take a look at the cake. I can already tell before I even open it, it's not quite done. We're probably gonna need the full 2.5. First off, my kitchen smells incredible. Oh my gosh. The sides, they're looking pretty done, but the center's a little soft. I'm going to put 20 minutes on the timer and then we'll be back. All right, you guys, I think 2 hours and 20 minutes was just perfect, but we won't know until we stick a toothpick in it, so let's go ahead and check. All right, I say we're good. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it. And now we're going to let it cool. Oh my gosh, I wish you could smell this right now, you guys. It smells so good. Look how toasty and delicious and amazing the outside is. Okay, I must show some restraint. I can't cut into it yet, we gotta wait. There we go. Honestly, you guys, this looks like something from a rustic little bakery that you would pay like $35 for. It's gorgeous. All right, you guys, it's finally time to try this, but first, I need to make some coffee. All right, it's not totally cooled down, but I just cannot wait another moment to take a bite of this. Look at how incredible this cake is. Ooh. It's such a beautiful day out. I had to come out and eat this outside. This cake is so good. This is a real bakery style cake. Like having those little butter chunks in there. It's a denser cake for sure, but that's the point of a coffee cake, right? It's so good. You don't need frosting or powdered sugar or anything like that. It's got the perfect amount of sweetness from that crumble on top. It's just fabulous. It's a great cake. What are you doing back there? Oh, I'm sorry. You can't have any cake. I'm sorry. It's not allowed. I know. It's not for dogs. It's for people. Alright, you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you give this cake a try because it's really delicious and really quite impressive looking to whip out for your friends and family. They will totally be happy with this. The next time you have a little gathering or maybe like a brunch or something, everyone will love you if you bring this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have you ever made a cake in your crock pot? I've only ever done this coffee cake. This is my like go-to crock pot cake. So if you have a different one or another idea, I would love to hear it. Of course, be sure to subscribe and come on back for more content like this. I appreciate you guys so much and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.